Hey everybody, how you doing? Kevin Schoon here from MyBottomDollar.com, a site dedicated to providing tips and strategies regarding wealth building, personal finance, and entrepreneurship. If you like this video, please at the end make sure you like and subscribe, leave a comment. I'm always open to criticism. If you're interested in my blog, please click the link in my bio and it'll take you to all my blog posts. Today I just wanted to talk about, ideologies when it comes to money. When I first started investing, I researched notable investors such as Benjamin Graham, Warren Buffett, Dave Ramsey, Peter Lynch, and I understood that the one thing they all had in common was that they all had a set of core principles that helped them make choices when it came to investing or money matters in general. So when I understood that pattern, I decided to think of 5 rules or 5 principles for myself to help me make better financial decisions and investing decisions. Some of these may be related more to an entrepreneurial mindset, some just relative to money, period. Just take what you want from it. Maybe these will provide some insight, or there's maybe a foundation for you to build your own principles. But the first one that I want to talk about was don't chase money, make it come to you. And while that may sound very cliche, to me, it's one of the most profound and simple things that gets easily overlooked, right? As entrepreneurs or as business people in general, right? When the purpose of a business is to make money for your shareholders, right? As entrepreneurs, our goal is to create that billion-dollar business. We think of an idea, we think of a product, we get all emotional, we get excited, we just jump out there and we just want everybody to buy it. We telling everybody, buy our product, it's the best thing in the world, right? But what's the problem with that? Nobody knows you. It's a gut-wrenching feeling at first when you come to terms with it. But as soon as you say, you know what, I'm going to sell this product, and it may be a product amongst a sea of products of the same way, you have a lot of competition. So you're competing for the consumer's attention. Now the problem is that consumers are fickle. It takes a million tries to try to get their loyalty, but it only takes one time to mess it up, right? And the first thing that, in order for you to get a consumer's attention, is to make sure that they're emotionally invested in your product, right? Like for example, let's take back in the 60s and 70s when muscle cars was the thing, right? A lot of our grandparents probably had their first dates in their muscle car. So whenever they see like a Ford Mustang, they probably have flashbacks and they think about the time they might have met your grandmother. And so the Ford Mustang means something to them. So, and for that, they may only buy Ford products, right? For me, for example, I'm a huge fan of hip hop, right? My favorite brand though is Adidas. I wear Adidas because of what it represents for hip hop and what it meant in a hip hop culture. So when I was a former rapper, or when I was a former, quote unquote graffiti writer, that brand is what brings me back to those memories. So when you think about consumers, they can tell the difference between somebody who's trying to get their wallet and somebody who actually cares about their experience. The people who they spend their money with are usually the ones who cater more to their experience. I always tell people, whatever the heart wants, the wallet will follow. If you understand that principle, then you will understand the importance of developing that rapport with your consumer, and that way you can get their attention, thereby converting them to some sales, thereby gaining the money. And then when you're able to repeat that process, you will be successful. So that's what I mean when I say don't chase money, let it come to you. The second rule is scared money doesn't make money. Now, before everybody jumps out the window, we must take into assessment, right? Everything has a risk. Everything. When you woke up this morning, there was a chance that you might have fell out the bed. There might have been a chance you might have stubbed your toe on the edge of the bed. There might have been a chance that you ran out of toothpaste. You never know. But the chances are, that doesn't stop you from acting, right? When you see an opportunity, you should treat it the same way. If it's beneficial for you, don't let your fears inhibit you from taking a chance, right? When it comes to investing, the market goes up and down, nonstop, every day. One gust of wind in the wrong part of the world could send the stock market going down. But it does not stop it. That shouldn't stop you from making a conscious investing decision. If you have an opportunity to benefit more from an investment, take the risk, because you're going to kick yourself in the butt more than likely if you had the chance and you missed it, right? Like, for example, I'll use me as a personal example, right? When I first started investing, I was always in and out of investments, always in and out of investments. That's because I was trying to be a long-term trader with day trader qualities, right? There was a stock, like I'll take JetBlue, probably about 3 years ago. JetBlue was probably about $8. Matter of fact, no, I won't use JetBlue. I'll use Sprint. Sprint was probably about $5 about a year ago, right? I said, you know what? This is when it was Verizon at the top, AT&T second, Sprint and T-Mobile were competing for third, right? They're going back and forth. Sprint, when I first bought it, was $8. So it took a loss because they had bad sales. There was a bunch of different variables, but they went down. The stock price ended up going down to $5, $5 to $4, right? I think even lost $3. Now, in my mind, I sold it because obviously that's a big loss. So I took the loss, but I would occasionally check in on Sprint. And one time when I seen that it was at a low price, and I said, you know what, I could probably benefit from this and generate my money back, right? Add more money. I never went back to buy it. And as soon as Sprint came out with their unlimited plan to compete with Verizon, the stock price shot up to $10. Now, that would have been a $500 gain for me. Probably not. It was big for me because as an investor, I always look to small victories. But because I figured, Sprint wasn't going to go anywhere soon, or I believed that, there was no hope for it to go back up because it was just too much of a turnaround, I let the fear of losing money because I had already lost money on it, keep me from capitalizing on an opportunity. Had I known better, I would have been able to at least double my money. For wherever little bit amount that I invested, it still would have doubled. But that's just an idea of, you can't be afraid to take chances. Innovation does not come without some kind of risk. A better lifestyle does not come without some kind of risk, sacrifice. The third principle I want to say is everybody loves money. And this is speaking more to an entrepreneurial networking kind of mindset, right? Oftentimes, when I'm part of a class called Man Up, right? I provide investing and personal finance tips while my partner actually discusses entrepreneurial tips, right? This is a class of entrepreneurship and personal finance. So when we talk to entrepreneurs, right, on our day-to-day or in that class, a lot of times they don't understand the importance of relationships and the idea that everybody wants to succeed, right? Businesses go into business with other businesses because they see a mutual benefit in doing so, right? Whether that's taking the sharing the same audience, the give and take of market share, the limelight or the limelight gain from one company to another. There's various different reasons why businesses may go into businesses with each other, right? But the goal is to have a mutual benefit. If you as an entrepreneur want to succeed, you have to begin to start building different channels or networks that can help other people as well as help you. When you are able to do that, you establish a value to people that you wouldn't have if you were trying to do it by yourself, right? So if you have a product and you feel like it could be positioned better in a certain demographic or in a certain state or in a certain just in a certain light period, and you know of a company that can help you get there, approach that company, but make sure It's not a one-sided conversation that, hey, I want you to do this for me. See what you can do for them. That goes for anything. Anytime that you're trying to take on any endeavor, see if there's somebody out there that can help you, but that you could also help as well. So that you pull when one person pulls you up, you pull the other up. One, not only will that make you a credible person, two, they will always be in your debt because you're constantly being succeed. So you'll always have an open door policy. Three, it accelerates your success that much better, and more people will want to deal with you on a business level because of your character and your identity and a dependable person. So always make sure that you're giving just as much as you're taking. Don't be a bloodsucker. Nobody likes bloodsuckers. The fourth thing is there's no shortage of money. Now that may seem like a very general concept, right? But let me paint the picture for you. There is $1.54 trillion circulating in the global economy right now. $1.54 trillion. There is enough money out there for everybody to be successful. It's just a matter of how bad you want it. If you understand that, then it's easy because, I see a lot of entrepreneurs get discouraged because, they may come out with an idea and somebody else may come out with the same idea and that person may be more successful. But what they don't realize is a lot more variables that go into it than just a person having the same product as you. They may have a better marketing strategy than you. They may understand their demographic better than you. The more you educate yourself, the more aware or the more able you are to capitalize on opportunities that may come your way or the potential for opportunities. So don't get discouraged and understand there's enough playing field out there for everybody. You just got to go out there and get your piece. Be smart, be intelligent, be direct, be purposeful. Understand those things and you'll be able to see success in no time. The last point I want to make is one of an altruistic nature because upon studying different, successful business people, investors, entrepreneurs, the one thing that always stands out amongst all of them is philanthropy. So my last point is make the money, but don't let it make you. Oftentimes when people get successful, they forget about where they came from and forget that they too were in a position where they weren't able. And look down upon people that may be trying to do the same thing. When you get successful, become a mentor. Help somebody reach their goal because along the way, there was somebody to help you reach yours. Whether that's even, whether that's donating money, whether that's just being a mentor, whether that's just, providing knowledge to people that may not be accessible on a regular basis. Be that person. Be that other beacon of light that helps another person achieve their dreams. It makes them reach their goals as a business person, entrepreneur, a mom, a dad, whatever their role is that they're trying to be better in. Help them reach that goal if you know more. It'll only help you be a better person and it will help to cement your legacy in whatever you're trying to do. So with that being said, if you like what you see, comment, subscribe, leave a comment, subscribe, hit the like button. I'm always open to any criticism. If you want to check out my blog, it's mybottomdollar.com. The link will be in the description below. I'm Kevin Schoon. Hope y'all have a good day. Peace.